Don't go nowhere. Let me give you one. My lady. Ooh, the sweetest one. I wanna touch you, baby. You're my lady, and I love you, girl. Ooh. Don't you get nowhere. I love you, I need you, I want you, babe.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I am the Lady of the Throne, where God dwells within me as me, and I am here to talk to you about what's coming up for April 2024. This is going to be your spiritual guidance for all 12 zodiac signs. So subscribe to my channel so that you can see what is coming up for your sign. I'm going to be doing Aries to Pisces, and you can watch this if you are following sidereal astrology or tropical or Western astrology. Okay, it can resonate on both sides. I do strongly recommend watching sidereal astrology because it really is more accurate, since it is the original form of astrology. However, you guys can watch whatever you want and however you would like to watch it. I just want to say thank you to all of my loyal subscribers and my family community that I have created here on YouTube as well as outside of YouTube. I know that my videos get shared all the time, and I know that you guys have access to still see things, and I really appreciate you guys for taking in the spiritual guidance and messages. Also, I want to mention that at this time I'm going to be switching things up a little bit for the monthly guidance. I am now going to be getting a little bit away from talking about the cusp energy. I want to say that April is the last month that I have to talk about the cusp, since I don't think last year I spoke about the cusp in April. So I'm gonna go over that cusp energy, but I want to bring in more energy of the moon. So I'm going to be talking a little bit more about what's going on around full moons and or new moons. Okay, Sagittarius, so let's talk about what's going on for April 2024. Before I do, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what's going on around the cusp and the new moon and full moon. So for April, we have the cusp of loyalty, and that is going to be the collaboration between the Aries sign and the Taurus sign. They're two very loyal signs of the zodiac. Aries also comes through with a very direct, straightforward, and courageous energy. They're very headstrong, they're very confident, and very creative as well. And then you also have Taurus. Yes, they can be stubborn, but they're also good when it comes to practical things like business and finances. They're also always striving for success. They are also quite, just really practical, very, very practical. So they both show loyalty to different things, but they are very loyal people. So Aries rules is ruled by their heart, how they feel, as well as their mind and what they think. A Taurus is more about the root and what they have, what they own, that kind of thing. So there's a loyalty coming through very strongly between the two of them. So a lot of zodiac signs will be under the same type of energy, since it moves through all 12 signs. So a lot of you may pick up some characteristics of the Aries and Taurus being in this very loyal cusp in the middle of the month. Now, in the beginning of the month, we have a new moon, and it's a very special one. It's happening on the 8th of April, and this is going to be a heightened new moon because it is in the sign of Aries, coming through the first sign of the zodiac, the leader of the zodiac, happening in the springtime, the beginning of the year. This is fresh energy. This is an energy of new beginnings as well as self. It's a self-driven, self-focused energy as well. So it'll put you guys in that type of energy as well as like a leadership role too. So it really is going to be a super new moon solar eclipse happening in the sign of Aries. Very, very strong and potent energy coming through. And then around the 23rd, we have a full moon in Scorpio. So this brings up a lot of emotional energy, being sentimental, being passionate, being loyal as well, but also very like emotional, like deep emotions, that type of thing. So if you find that you are a little bit more emotional than normal around the middle of the month, it's because of that Scorpio full moon. But luckily we're in the cusp energy around the same time, Aries and Taurus. So what that means is like, yeah, there may be a lot of emotions coming up, but there's also a strong sense of loyalty and determination too. All right, so it's about asking yourself a question. What were you loyal to before? What are you going to be loyal to now? Who were you loyal to before? Who are you loyal to now? You're going to have a test or a lesson, or maybe just a question that you may have for yourself. Things could be changing for some of you. You could be switching things up. And speaking of switching things up, let's talk about your sign more specifically for April. I see here that Sagittarians, you guys could be feeling like you've been on a journey. You have been on a very, very long journey in your life with a situation, with a person, or with an environment, a workplace, a career, like it's just like, dang, I've been doing this for a long time, or I've been on this long journey doing the same thing for a long time. And you could be starting to feel the effects of being on this specific journey. It's just like, okay, when are things going to change? When are things going to change? Or when is this going to move? Or when is this going to do this? And when, so you could be thinking like that about a situation that you're involved in. And you could be feeling like a shift is needed, like something needs to shift, something needs to change. Feeling tired of a routine that you've been adapting or that you've been doing. Like maybe every day it's the same thing. Every night it's the same thing. It could be a relationship for some of you. It could be getting very boring, very blah, very, yeah, this isn't doing anything for me anymore type of energy. Whatever it is, it's just like, okay, I'm still doing the same thing. It could be about work, like I said, it just depends on what is going on in your life or how you are feeling about a specific area of your life. But there's something that's just like, okay, this keeps going on and on and on. I keep doing it. And this keeps happening over and over and over, and it's just like, okay, I need to switch things up, maybe shake it up a little bit because I'm getting tired or I'm getting bored. It's just like this same like redundancy here. And maybe you just know it's time to put an end to something for good. It's time to close a chapter. It's time to walk away from something. It's time to close out things, right? Because it's just like, okay, that's it for this. So you've gotten, too comfortable with something. Either you've gotten too comfortable with a mindset. You've gotten too comfortable on the routine, like the same routine. You've allowed yourself to be comfortable with it. And you're like, no, I don't want to keep doing that. I think I want to switch it up. I think I want things to change. So you want things to look different, and this could be a time for wiser actions as well, because you may feel like you've gotten yourself stuck in a routine because your actions weren't proving to be wise enough, in the situation that got you in that position in the first place for some of you. Or you could just be knowing better now. It's like you know better, right? You know better. As things start to rise to the surface, it's like you have learned some lessons and you're like, you know what, next time this is not going to happen. Or, you know what, I'm not doing this again. There's a whole lot of wisdom coming through about something that you know now that you didn't know before. So you're getting all the new signs now pointing you in the same direction. All the new signs and all the new synchronicities and all the new answers that you're getting from the universe is pointing you in the same direction. Like you are realizing, you know what, I'm moving, my life is moving, because there's everything in the world that's letting me know which way to go now. It's very clear, it's very obvious, it's very straightforward. God is sending direct communication to you. So there's no reason for you not to do what you need to do. There's no reason for you not to make a change. Or there's no reason for you not to there's no reason for you not to shake things up or to welcome some new energy in. Because you're going to have all the signs pointing to yes. You're going to have all the green lights to make the change. It's going to be very clear, very, very obvious, okay? Also, what's coming up too is that some of you guys may be changing or switching up your eating habits or your eating pattern, your diet. Could be something about your diet and nutrition. Now, this could be because, sorry, it could be because you feel like it's just time, and that could be the same routine. Maybe your person just always cooks the same food, and you're just like, I really want something different sometimes. Like, can you do something different? Like, what else can you do? What other tricks do you have in that hat? It could be that, or it can be something like, you always visit this deli, right? You always go to this same deli, and you always get your favorite, the Italian special, or the whatever they call those, like whatever sandwich you like to get, right? The roast beef or the ham sandwich, whatever. Like, I'm tired of getting that. Now I want to try something. Now I'm going to go down the street and I'm going to start eating at this place. Now I think I want like something different here, maybe barbecue, maybe, it's just like something you are changing. And it does, some of this, it has a lot to do with what you're consuming. It has a lot to do with that as well. Some of you could be letting certain things go to choose more locally grown or organic produce or food and beverages and things like that. You could be supporting locals, women business owners, black business owners, organic food growers and stuff like that. I don't know. I can't even find the words right now. But I think that you guys are going to be the same way. Like, I can't find the words for how I feel just in the same just boring routine. I want to switch it up, and I think you guys are definitely going to be doing that. Just trying different things from different cultures, open to it, and you're learning to go more with the flow, learning to relax and trust now, and what God is doing, trusting what God is doing, the fact that God is changing and rearranging things in order to expand you, in order to open you up more, in order to get you out of your little comfort zone, your little bubble that you've been in, and to accept what is happening. Just simply accept the things that are happening because it's happening for a reason. So, with this, some of you could be connected to someone, or you could be meeting someone on this journey that is helping you to expand, and they could be a person who's born on the 10th, the 17th, the 1st or the 8th of a month, or they can be born in January or August. I'm also getting that they could be a life path 1 or 8. Okay, or these numbers could be relevant in a different type of way. But this is someone who you may meet along the journey who helps you to open your mind up. All right. Thank you. God bless.